Disclaimer. Fair Use Act. Education purpose use only. All rights and image and music clips belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. Like what I told everybody, it's all on the footage. My time matchup, everything that I work hard for in this investigation, all on the footage. Check this out. It's all so much, you know what I'm saying, on the footage, right? Because I can show y'all this right quick. Look, 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 look. Matter of fact, everything what I was telling everybody about him, this the police, right? On the footage. Right here, that's him. That's who owned the footage. Look, this what's going on. I done linked this shit back to lawyers. I done linked it back to judges, prosecutor, back to the Browns family, especially the Browns family, because you see how powerful the Browns family is. Now look, this the manager that found her in the freezer. Won't it all make sense that I made a video, bro? When I told everybody to stay tuned, I wasn't lying. Check this out, right? Look, when it comes to Kenneka watch, you should understand, like, that's why her watch would be taken off her wrist at 9 o'clock. You know what's the cold part about it? When Trey Gaines said, hey, that's why her watch would be taken off, and that's why the time skip, when we go back to 54 keys, and you see the time skipping on the surveillance footage. At what time? Round about what time Kenneka Watts said, right? And you would see like that's why they took the watch off. It's gonna be around about that time. So when Miss Teresa said, hey, it was an employee in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours. Think about what's finna happen from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Look at this, y'all. The minute when I showed y'all Jedediah at the police station, right? At the police station, guess who he was meeting up with? Him. Him. I show y'all that clear as day, like, damn. That's why Jedediah you finna be like, that's why Jedediah went back to that hotel and make sure that you capture him on video. That's all. And everything what Trey Gaines said about that footage, watch this. What I say what was going on in the footage at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? What was my narrative between those times? What was my narrative between those times? When I said, y'all look, this what was going on, this is that, and you finna see all of this in play. Watch this. Check this out, y'all. Look.
What happened inside the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare? That's the question many are asking of hotel management after the body of Kenneka Jenkins was found in a freezer early Sunday morning.
If you've seen her going to a freezer or being carried to a freezer, then you need to prove that.
The 19-year-old's family talked to reporters a few hours after the heartbreaking discovery.
That's my favorite sister. I cannot live life knowing I'll never see her again.
Jenkins' family says she was at the hotel with some friends at a party, but around 4:30 Saturday morning, the friends called to say they couldn't find Jenkins, but had her cell phone and truck keys.
It had to be something within that room that happened, because they walked in the hotel at 1:13, and they seen at 2 something. That's when they realized.
Can I stop it right there? When I was trying to tell y'all what would be happening to Kenneka around 1:30 on the footage. It's no secret no more. And you see how she slipped up? Look.
They walked in the hotel at 1:13.
Whoa. Right there. Automatic. So everything what Trey Gang told y'all breaking that footage down, right? Only thing I can tell you, I could show you him on the footage alone when he was walking on the footage. She's on the footage. A YouTuber that's sitting next to Greg Hughes. I'm telling y'all, stay on the footage. Matter of fact, I just want to focus on this. Him. Line him up with him. I'ma line this up like this here. Since I got him on footage, him. Matter of fact, let me blow him up. That's the best thing to do. Cause I don't think nobody really, god damn it. Hold on. Him. Let me blow this watch up. Everything what I said what was going on at 9 o'clock on the footage. So if I show you him on the footage, him on the footage, guess who he gonna be with on the footage? Guess who he gonna be with on the footage? I ain't even showed these people picture yet, bro.
And they seen at 2 something. That's when they realized she was lost. That's not adding up.
Family members went to the hotel but say staff told them a missing persons report needed to be filed in order to look at surveillance video. The family says police also weren't helpful, but eventually looked at the video and told them.
We saw her on the video at 3:20 a.m. in the morning, staggering. His exact words. She was so drunk, so she couldn't hold herself up. She was holding on to the wall. She stumbled into the refrigerator, then she closed the door behind her.
Martin believes if someone had looked at the video sooner, her daughter could have been saved.
To me, I feel like they helped kill my child, the police department and this hotel.
Whoa. Why would she say help? Why would that lady say that? This lady said, I believe Crown Plaza and Rosemont did what to Kenneka Jenkins, right? So if I show y'all him on the footage, cause he on the footage at what time this is? Damn, don't that spin the match up round about the watch right here? If I show y'all him on footage and you see the time on the clock and look at Kenneka watch, and you like, that's how the watch came off that girl wrist. Look who had to do it. The police. No, that wasn't Kenneka. That wasn't Kenneka. That wasn't Kenneka walking in the lobby. I mean, she never walked those halls. Nah, she never walked those halls. She never did. Mm-mm. That's what I want everybody to focus on. Cause I made this video 5 years ago, and I'm like, look, this what stand out to me. I ain't even know he was a police. I swear to God, I ain't know this man was a police, bruh. And when I watch him on the footage, what made him stand out to me? Because he was falling right along the staff member round about this time. Let me put this together. So, won't that explain why Kenneka watch will be saying, name something, it's off the wrist. Then you got who? The police in plain clothes. In plain clothes. That's all I just want to show y'all. The biggest receipt in the game. Police. Round about this time. Kenneka watch. Mitch Reese said, okay, an hour later, it's going to be an employee in the kitchen. If the watch was already off her wrist at 9 o'clock, booyah. An hour later, an employee going to be in the kitchen for 2 hours. So that means now you're going to 12 o'clock. What you think that was going on with Kenneka body? Watch this, y'all.
Before they was finna leave, Monique and them, before they were finna leave, she in the hallway, they went back in there to get their keys. Left in the hallway, she thinking, I gotta go piss. Let me try to find it. Let me find the nearest washroom. It's a big hotel. I know it's a public washroom somewhere. My bad, y'all. Somebody just called. It's a public washroom somewhere on this floor or whatever. So Kenneka Jenkins had to bump
the security
into a motherfucker that worked there. Just think in the hallway. Oh, excuse me, sir. I gotta take a piss. We're at a washroom. You work here.
Not only that, it wasn't until Bree got back that they even started to look for her.
See that? Go back to 1:30.
Come on, y'all. Make that shit make sense to me. It don't
see
make
that?
Sense. I was expecting them to be like, yeah, you know, we called Bree because we couldn't find Kenneka. Like, girl, where you at? When you coming back? We can't find Kenneka. None of that. You know, or even Bree saying like, yeah, you know, Monique would.
But that footage is it gonna settle something?
It's the only thing motherfucker got that's true, bro. That is the footage, bro.
It's the footage.
That's talking that shit don't mean nothing. Motherfucker got their opinions on the shit. That footage don't prove everything. Opinions like an ass over there.
And that's why Bree had to come back and
that shit won't really do anything by herself. Always.
So they knew what was on that footage, and they were gonna protect them at all costs. So that's why when Bree came back to the room at 1:30, then you get this. It's crazy to me that they
at the computer watching the monitor. Now who fell asleep? Because when you seen her there, it should have sent an alert off where we got somebody down in an unrestricted area.
What time on the video?
Guess who that was?
What did it
security.
show what time she got in there?
Yeah, they got the time on there. I got to look back on my file. I got those in the car.
Okay.
I got to look back on there, but I commend the police department out there. They not rushing to judgment. They looking at time on everything. They showed me time on the cameras, time here. They done order everything, even outside technicians to come in, because when they give it out, they want to give it out by the time and the minute.
Then Andrew Holmes said, yeah, they want to give it about by the time in the minute. Let's do a quiz, goddammit. What this image would look like. And guess what you finna see on the footage? That's all I just want everybody just to focus on the footage so you'll know. Because I feel like that, boom, when I was dropping the video, nobody ain't just really looking at it the way we need to look at it. Like, I made this video 5 years ago, and I want to make this video. I look at my own video different, bro. And this why? Because I'm like, damn. It all makes sense when it come to the watch, how it got off the wrist, and him, why I was following him on the footage. And then when you go, they didn't want Miss Teresa on the property. That's when they got the 911 call, because they didn't want Miss Teresa on the property, bro. Because Miss Teresa fucked around and on surveillance footage. So when they staged the call, it would make them look like, look, we gotta borrow her off the property because that's where you finna get another time skip. Because it's all skipping around her watch. So when you think about, you gotta police her, do I need to go to the actual police call round about this time and let you hear it? Man, them folks said, hey, look, we got her description on surveillance footage wearing a blue jean jacket, gray Jordan shoes. We got all this on camera footage. On camera footage. Let the games begin. Look, they go Leonora friend. Boom, look what they look. You see that? Watch this, check them out. Boom. Now you see what's really going on. This at 8 something, right? This when now you see why they roaming around, because the police will be taking, they'll be in the freezer, wherever Kenneka at, and they moving the body, and that's why you got the family member like, well, yes, we know what the police doing. And then look, she talking to the same white trans. Boom, boom, boom. The whole time when I was watching this video, I'm like, Miss Teresa up there looking for her daughter. They go to translator and she like, yeah, girl, you know, you seen my daughter, but it wasn't like that. It was never like for her to come to their front, they be like, my daughter missing. No, they rapping on another totally level. The lady been working with the police. See that? Been working with the police. You see those earrings in her ear? So they is not talking about Kenneka at this point. Like I thought Miss Teresa up there like she's desperate to find her daughter. But that ain't even the case. Nope. Nope. Sound like they talking about something else. Then look, him, the one I showed you, the security dude. Hold on. You finna see him what? You see this time stamp right here? Now you see you got the police. And now you see why the beverage manager would be on the move him. Is that a strong connection? Like, damn, Trey Gang, you got this man in his uniform. Mesh these two bastards on the footage. This shit crazy. Ate something. They tamper in with the body and look where he came from. Everybody on their phones. Man, everybody on their phone. This shit done got serious. That's why the manager was going down there. Then look who in the lobby. That's crazy. Then boom. Y'all remember, look, this dude, I know who that is. Part of the family member. So guess where they finna go? Straight down to do what? Watch this. You got the manager stepping it up. And you got who? He's the security guard the whole time. He never no beverage manager. Him. And guess where they going? Where Kenneka body at? He going straight to the body. And guess where is it? Downstairs. In front of his office. You got these folks on here. Guess where the body at? Guess where the body would be at round about this time, and who fucking with it? That's all I just want to show the world. Look at the timing Trey Gang got. Man, this so goddamn accurate. Now you finna see how she will be able to get upstairs. Look. Boom. Watch this. Straight to where the body at. When I first watched this footage, I'm like, where he going? Didn't know he going straight to his office. Since we know where his office at, it made so much sense. Like, yeah, okay, you finna go straight to your office. And acting like, yeah, it's lunchtime. It ain't even lunchtime. Not for you. Man, you boy, look at this shit here. No wonder why I was like, why is so much movement around 8 something? Because I'm looking at the manager. Here go the 911 call.
Roseline 911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I'm calling from the Crown Plaza, Chicago here. I'm calling because there was an incident, I guess, last night where a lady was mentioning about her daughter going missing in our hotel at the Crown Plaza.
Okay.
We did mention this actually.
She said this was last night. So once you train your ear again, be like, did I just hear that? Did I just hear that? This was last night. All right, why did?
Hotel where a lady was mentioning about her daughter going missing in our hotel at the Crown Plaza.
Okay.
We did mention this actually. The police in Rosemont have a report about it already. But the only thing is we have the mother of the daughter here at the hotel, and she's knocking door to door in our guest rooms.
So if I'm matching this footage up with this timestamp that Mitch Teresa all shared to the world and was like, look, world, look at the timestamp, September 9th, match this up with the footage, and you want to know what he will be looking at, you know exactly the direction he's looking at. And the YouTubers came out, yeah, he the freaky employee. He was in that freezer because he the one that was playing with his zipper. But the whole time, he was witnessing somebody moving Kenneka Jenkins' body. Round about this time, and guess what? And then check this out. If it's round about that time, no fucking wonder. No wonder. This explains why she had a new watch on her wrist. A brand new watch on her wrist. They took the old watch off her and put a brand new watch on her. And like, damn, what? Why? Like, why would you do that? Then you got this. Trey Gang just showed y'all when they moved the body from the lower level round about this time to upstairs in the kitchen. Got him. That's all I want to know. Is this right here? Did I just show proof when they'll move the body? And that's why Mr. Reason said it's going to be employees with Kenneka for 2 hours. But then she turned around and said Kenneka was found in the kitchen around 10-ish. Don't that go back to round about this same time frame? And catch Mr. Reason like, oh. So that means if she was found in the kitchen round 10-ish, you got to go to this time frame if what they were doing in the kitchen for 2 hours. My point exactly. Can't debunk that shit. That makes so much sense in the world that you will be seeing this on video. Then Mr. Reese slipped and told y'all, I want to tell y'all the truth. She was found in the kitchen round 10-ish. Round 10-ish. So I'm like, damn, if she was found round 10-ish, allegedly in the freezer. So when you said the employee was in the kitchen with her for 2 hours, if you go 2 hours before 10, do you see this? That's so crazy. That means they were moving the body from 8, 9 o'clock. From 8 to 9 o'clock, that's 2 hours. Round 10-ish, they found her in the freezer. Man. Lower level, moving the body round about this time to the upper kitchen. You got an employee on camera. Boom, boom. Watch what he finna do.
Asking and disturbing our guest.
Okay. What floor is she on?
9th floor, but she's going to every single floor.
Okay. What's she wearing?
She's wearing a black sweater.
Female, white,
female.
Hispanic.
African American.
Okay, black sweater and what else?
It's a black sweater and jeans.
That's why Irene would show up. At the exact same time they moving the body.
The call from the other time?
don't have the report number at hand, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't have the report number. I know that my assistant general manager is the one that dealt with it though in the morning, and he has the report, but he's gone for the day.
And it was early this morning. Do you remember what time?
That's so crazy. They talking about a report that was filed earlier that morning. Before the 911 call, Mitch Teresa made the 911 call talking about my daughter missing. Guess who got the reports? Early that morning, you got the police saying, yeah, do you got the report from this morning?
Well, they were dealing with it the whole day, I guess. When I came in at 4, the police were here, so.
Okay. All right, I will have somebody head over there.
Thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Told you. Told you, bruh. Just imagine you were watching the footage and you looking at this shit. You like, what's going on at 8 something? Why is everybody on the move? Then look how quick they showed up. Like, boom. Then she called them supposed to be on Mitch Teresa and them, but you got you got living on. Look, they still got cups in their hands. Everybody got cups in their hand. What? Stop it. So, once you put it like this, watch how the time like this. See this? Look what they will be doing when I told y'all they moving the body. The watch gonna tell it all. Cause you took a picture with the watch timestamp on it. Woo! Look at this, y'all. That's why he will be in the kitchen. That's why he like, yeah, get that freezer working, y'all. Get that freezer working. We need that freezer working right now. You know, at least we need to cut it on. Cause you dealing with a body, a dead body. You want to take good care of the body because you don't want to decay. And that's the worst thing they did. They took care of the body to save the photos. See this? I bet you finna see the police chief. Cause why? The police chief, look what time this is. Fuck you talking about. Right here. Mash all of this up and you'll be like, God damn, these bastards was on the footage. And these, look. She working with the police. That's why they in it acting. Cause when they gave you the 911 call, look, boom, watch him. Ooh, and that's why he the number one that was wiping sweat off his forehead. He was hot. Check this out. This finna show you proof. If the freezer wasn't working, round about this time, if you see any police officer wiping sweat off their forehead, oh, speaking this at 9:35. Whoa, there go the police chief. Man. There go the police. That's the the police sergeant. Guess who that is? Ooh, wee. Guess who that is? Cause I was like, damn. So the police dude was in on it with him. That's why he's so nervous. That's why he's so fucking nervous, bruh. Look at all these people. Ooh, look at everybody in the lobby. Bam! Watch this. He finna dip out there and guess where he finna go to? See this? Then you see this. These two motherfuckers. My pony exactly. Boy, then you got them motherfuckers in the lobby, and you look at the police dude. They go the police. Damn. Man, you can't even make this shit up. See they swine. Oh, that's why they got Liberal North them in the lobby. They're like, look, we handling it. We finna stage the crime shit right now. All right, how long it gonna take? Y'all gotta hold tight now. We gotta get the freezer working. We gotta get all this working. That's why I say time was so important, because I'm like, damn, I see a lot of movement around about this time, but I don't understand why I'll be so much movement. Now I see why. They tampered with the body, they taking the watch off, the evidence. And he right behind him. And guess what he going to? Straight to the pool here. Moving the body, bruh. Godly. That's why I kept my eyes on that footage, because I'm like, I want to know where he going. He moving too much. If I would have checked in the hotel, you won't be see me back and forth or the front desk. Once I get my room, I got my room. I don't need to go to the front desk, none of that shit. You'll never see me just roaming around. So I'm like, why is he roaming around about this time? And the family is in the lobby. And I know if she in this area of the hotel and I see people running in that area, this at 9:41, and you see how everybody tensions high, like, damn, you know, they moving the body, they stay in the crime scene, so it's gonna be a lot of nervousness. And then look at the people that's coming in, bro. Watch them, check them out. That's crazy to me. I overlook all of this shit, like, damn, cause once you focus in on the family, you don't think about the guests. You got motherfuckers blending in. I'm so glad that you mentioned Hillary Clinton, because you know where Hillary Clinton, she from Rosemont, bruh. She was raised in Rosemont. Look, then they showing the picture on the phone. So when they showed them the picture, guess what time? What picture they will be seeing when you think about Kenneka watch? Told y'all. Told y'all. I done watched this video. I'm like, damn, why these people, why what? The police done gave them a cell phone. Gave them a cell phone and she took it straight over there. And I'm like, well, who phone it is then? Look, again. Just handed it to her, boom, and it's finna show everybody the picture. Golly. So that's why Miss Teresa shared that photo. Hold on. Where is it? That Kenneka supposed to been taken. Look. Hold on, right here. Miss Teresa at the front there. Check this out. Right here. Miss Teresa shared that picture right there at the bottom of. Nah, y'all don't even see it because I got the way I got my display set up. Damn, y'all don't even see it. But you watch the beginning of this video. That's why Miss Teresa shared and said it was an employee in the kitchen round about that time. Right? Round about that time. Look what the footage show. And that's why the police will be downstairs in the basement at 10. Ooh, I see what Miss Teresa was doing. Cause this is what you would see on the footage. Like, yeah, I got y'all ass now. I'm gonna speak in subliminal. Like, y'all, they was in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours. Guess who you see where the police finna go? Boy, look at this. Straight to the kitchen. Golly! How y'all with the keys in his hand? Whoa! And guess what time this is? 9:30. Look at the time. And I was like, damn, why he would be down here if you just a regular guest? So I said, well, shit. You went to the laundry room? Oh, I see what's going on. On the footage. Man, let's lock all this shit down. Look at the time. how he just oh, you see how he just popped out of there? So now you know what he was doing. While you see the police on the move, and the police will be in the area with this beverage manager dude, I rest my motherfucking case. Look, I always want to know why would Livernois would be talking to the police about round about this time frame, and Trey Gang showed y'all this. Don't it make sense now? You see this? Won't it make sense that you got the police would talk to Livernois round the same time as Kenneka watch when they tamper with the body? They ain't talking about, we doing the best we can to find Kenneka. Or they were like, look, we just put her in the freezer type shit. Cause that's what I was thinking, like, damn, they telling Livernois, like, look, we desperately searching the hotel. And we trying to find her. And I'm like, damn, I can't believe that, because the police just don't stick around like that. You know what I'm saying? They were like, well, look, give us a call later, you know what I'm saying? And they still here, like, and they on the footage, and I'm like, damn, they still on the footage. That is not police behavior. Like, if I say my son came up missing in the mall, what they finna do? You gotta fill out a missing report, and we'll contact you once we are doing our investigation. They ain't finna just sit at the mall. Look, watch this. Look what this look like now. Since it's 9 o'clock and you know the freezer ain't working, guess what this police officer finna come from? And when I showed everybody, I was like, look, y'all, it's mighty strange that you would have a police officer finna show up fanning himself. Ooh, it's hot in here. You finna see him in a minute. So, won't you put the watch timestamp together when the police finna come in here and start fanning himself? So that means he just left the body in a hot environment. And then look, he finna show up now. He finna show up now. Why did? That's why you got the mop man out there. Check him out. Guess where he would be coming from? Woo! Shit! Shit got him! Where you just came from that was hot. And what time this is? You see it on Kenneka watch. And it's on the footage. And it's 9 something. Got him. That boy on fire. That's why they'll be talking to James Coleman and Lyra Nora. Cause guess what Miss Teresa at? Ooh, why you don't see Miss Teresa? Guess what Miss Teresa at? And you see how the hotel just mysteriously, the traffic stopped moving. Ooh, wee. So it makes you question, like, it don't even make you question no more. Like, I see why they actually leaving. They ain't really leaving the hotel. They finna go where the body is. Y'all remember when Mitch Teresa said, when I saw my daughter in the freezer, this when she finna go and see her actually in the freezer where the police put her at. That's where Miss Teresa at. And that's when they say, yeah, she had soap and water on her hair, look like she been in a fight and all this old stuff. That's when she would actually, you know what I'm saying, see the body when they place her at a stage crime scene. Hour later, that's why you look, boom. Bam, guess where they going? Straight to his office. They had us with like the manager finna take the police department downstairs to the basement cause they last saw her in this area. So now they got us believing, oh, we seen her in this area, so let's go down and search. But the whole time everybody coming out the door. You got the translator there, the dude in the lobby right now. He a part of it. Yeah, I see it now. Booyah. Shout out to the new subscribe gang. Look, that's why he got to hold his head down, bow. Check him out. Look, check the footage. Yeah, let's go down here and see can we find Kenneka, but the whole time they already placed her in the freezer. In the news, in the new freezer. They done took the body from the lower level and put it upstairs, y'all. That's what I was trying to tell you. When I say, man, this is shit gonna make you look into other devs, you gonna look at other devs like, man, ain't no coincidence on this. Ain't no coincidence. So now look, when it comes to the security guard, not French Cave, but if you peep the game, the beverage manager is actually a security guard. You don't think that's why they told us he was actually a beverage manager just because he's the security guard? And Zach, then look, they all coming from his office with gloves on. With gloves on, bruh. So they had us thinking like, yeah, they searching the basement. They go dude again. Back at the front desk. And guess what he finna go to? Look, boom, gotta go back that way. Watch this. Watch his route. And check this out. Guess what time they will be handing Miss Teresa her belongings? Ooh, you know what time this is? Watch this. Yeah, look, Miss Teresa, we put her up here, right? Hold on, but let me stop you right here. Stop, hold it. I'm gonna give you her belongings. Here you go, right here. Everything cool, huh? Bam, put that in your pocket. You see how that look? Boom. Instantly put it in her pocket. Bam. Then look, we put her in this freezer up here. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Explain some more other stuff to you and all this. And watch Livinora drop her head when they gave her new. Ooh, look at Livinora. Watch Mr. Reese. Is that camera working? Shit. Let's see how Livinora holding her head down. Ooh, wait. So it wasn't like that camera working showing my daughter come this way. No. See that? You had a full conversation. That's why they had her. That's how the police operate. Show this on camera. Boo, that's why they came out so quick. Oh, man. That's why you would have them in the kitchen. Lenny. This the housekeeping lady. Lenny is married to her mother. Lenny is married to her mother. This is Little Meat supervisor. Risco is a manager. He's the beverage manager. He's the front manager. She's the housekeeping lady. And this lady is the general manager. Risco was the front office manager at the time. He wasn't he wasn't no GM at the time. She was the GM. This who Mr. Reese would be talking about when Mr. Reese talking about, yeah, did they took all the freezers out? That's why Risco had to holler at Little Meek in that break room. See that? That's why he trying to act like, yeah, this in the morning time. What is you finna go pick up in the morning? Check him out. That's why Little Meek and him in that break room. Cause it would look real suspicious when you be like, come to my office. You'll be like, damn, why you say come to the office? Look, watch this. He ain't grab shit. Ain't even nothing on the plate. Ain't even no food hurl. And they talking from a distance. All right. Check this out. Now watch this. Since we got a clear understanding of what's going on in the footage, this how we're busting these suckers up. This how we're busting them up because I'm like, damn, I got to go to this camera frame right here. Got to catch him out. So I know they just placed her in the freezer upstairs. Because they had to get her from that lower level round 8 something. So that means her body stayed on that lower level to 8 something, 9 something. At 10ish, that's why Mr. Reese said at 10ish, that's when Kenneka body was allegedly found in the upper stairs kitchen. You looking at this stuff from all angles. Matter of fact, I need to play Mr. Reese a whole interview with this stuff. That's probably what I'm finna do. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's what I need to do. And you had to go through him, Matthew D. Rose, to get the footage on their website. And then look, let's play Miss Teresa interview. While we watching this footage, it'll make a whole lot of sense. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me blow it up. Teresa Martin interview.
Pop and R&B. Good morning to you, Chicago. It's Kyle, Kendra G, Leon Rogers. And we have a guest here this morning, man. This is kind of a very important interview today. We want to introduce and we want to bring on the show today Kenneka Jenkins' mother, Miss Teresa Martin. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We know you're going through a difficult time, a tough time, and there's a lot of emotions and feelings and just a lot that you're dealing with at the moment. So up front, we just want to say thank you for taking the time to come and join us and speak with us today.
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
So for those who, I'm assuming everyone in Chicago knows the story of Kenneka Jenkins by now, but Kyle, just a little backstory. The 19-year-old girl who was found frozen in a freezer in the Rosemont Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's right.
So let's start there. Let's start the night that you got the phone call about your daughter.
Okay. I received a phone call, 4:34 in the morning, from her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing. They can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, just have a little patience at first to see if they can find her. In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating, she tired of waiting, she tired of this, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down and just bring my car to me.
Because your daughter because they were at the hotel for a party, and your daughter was the driver of the night.
Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night.
And they had her keys at this moment.
They had her keys. And they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, y'all, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone? I knew something wasn't right.
Right. So, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for her at first.
Right.
And
did she just put herself at the crime scene? And we already know that she will be with the same security guard that got control over the camera that's above the freezer on that lower level. That's why you barely saw Miss Teresa on the footage, but you saw the rest of the family. That's crazy. So everything with that lady, look how scripted it is. Like, yeah, let's go along with the story. Yeah, I called, they gave me the phone call and I told them, continue to search for her. Well, so if she keeps saying that, what they're saying, you was there with them. Instead of search you, so you just put you, Monifa, and all her friends in the kitchen. This is what I'm telling the world. 2:30, Miss Teresa will be in the kitchen, right? With security guard, September 9th at 2:30 in the morning with the security guard, aka / beverage manager, talking about surveillance footage. And listen to this.
For order. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, I'm sorry, the friend stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for it at first.
Right.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out.
Yes, they were going to kick him out that night
and
because
this is like about 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, before.
Right.
Yeah.
My point exactly. Yeah, before. So that's why the police will be down here with gloves on, because they just got through moving the body. So this what they did. They know the security dude, right? So his office is right there on the other side of the kitchen. So the police were like, well, since we're going to be on this camera and spotted, we might as well just let me just open up some couple of doors, you know what I'm saying? And make it look like, we just looking around, searching and stuff, right? So Miss Risa put all of them at a crime scene at 2:30 in the morning when she said, way before. So do this sound like if you go to those court papers again, well, you in security, we know y'all talking about surveillance camera. And Trey Gang showed everybody, guess what everybody was heading to at 2:00 on the footage. To the lower level kitchen. All of them to the lower level kitchen. And she say shit like this.
She said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out.
Yes, they were going to kick him out that night
and
because
this is like about 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick them out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
Missing on the footage. But this sounds like, damn, wait a minute. She missing on the footage. And they talking about the footage. If you got two people, the mother and the security guard at the crime scene, and they already dead, then they arguing about surveillance footage, and she like, wait a minute now, I thought you were gonna show this. Wait a minute. You showing her missing on this footage? No, put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's why Leonora got her head down, bro. She know the truth.
When was the friends that called you? When was their last time that they saw your daughter Kenneka alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was 2 because I asked them when was the.
Oh, she finna slip up and say 2. Damn.
They saw your daughter Kenneka alive. What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
And the lady said, what was their last reaction? The interviewer fucked the question up like, when they last saw her, and what was their reaction?
When was the friends that called you? When was their last time that they saw your daughter Kenneka alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was 2 because I asked them when was.
It was at 2. It was at 2.
Interaction with Kenneka.
Well, they stated to me it was 2 because I asked them when was the.
Told you it was at what?
Kenneka.
Well, they stated to me it was 2 because I asked them when was how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me.
If it was 2 hours before they called you, you said you got to call at 4:34. That means they go back to Tucson. Got you. If you was in court and the court told the world Miss Reese was talking to the security, not over the phone, not over no electronic, none of that stuff. But they were talking to each other face to face. Talking about a camera that happened at Tucson. Look.
I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
So why you didn't mention who left your house with Kenneka? Because you know you can't say the name. That's part of the contract. Do not give no names. Notice she ain't say Monifa, Shamaya, or Irene. Never said those names on the interview. Have you noticed that? And I'm like, damn, why she didn't say, yeah, Irene? It was Irene's idea for her to come to the party. Monifa, the one that called me, or Bree, the one that called me. Never said nobody's names. It's the friends, the friends, the friends, the friends, the friends. So this is let you know if once you sign the contract, yeah, you can say what you want. Just don't say no names.
Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
911 call. Check this out, cause she know these stories. Look, she got her own narrative, and Rosemont got their own narrative about the lobby, right? Check it out.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening,
in the 911 call that was in the morning. The story changed up on the 911 call, and you said that, yeah, it's two different stories. You said this, all this on the 911 call that's in the morning.
Afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door,
So when she answered that question, look at her mindset. That's the narrative. She was left by the hotel room. The other story, she was left in the lobby. And you can hear this on the 911 call. They said early that morning, and this broad just said later on in the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs. I don't know what's going on.
So they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, that.
Now you see how they control the questioning now? Like, damn. That's why he said, hey, I recall her getting off on the elevator. So guess what he did? Threw everybody off on the lobby. That's crazy. If you catch on to what I just caught on, look.
Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
So they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, okay, so you're at the hotel.
She don't want to talk about that shit. About her getting up on the elevator, because you would be like, oh, that was just bullshit they came up with. So no wonder why she ain't interested in that.
How you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the...
See that? When you get to the hotel and she already there. And guess what happened if you already at that motherfucker at 2-some in the morning? This what will happen.
Freezer.
Well, once I arrive, they finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel.
The third time.
Hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why.
So every time she fucked the answer up, that's why the lady said, oh, you talking about 36 hours now? Because the way Miss Teresa answered it, you just placed everybody, Rosemont Police Department, in the kitchen at Tucson. And these people know it. Look.
Also Rosemont Police Department. From the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
Rosemont Police Department, we talking about 2 o'clock and watch this interview. She just fucked up. Watch what she finna do now.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was.
Boom. So it was like 36 hours later then. No. All this would be at 2-some in the morning.
Like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody says that their daughter is missing in their hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time.
Manager? So guess who would be talking to her like a police officer? Damn, what a picture at? You see him on the footage now. What? You see him on the footage now. So the whole purpose is when she just said what she said. This who you need to talk to about the surveillance camera. AKA the manager at the time. Don't this make sense? About the surveillance camera.
They stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time.
Security. Security. Notice she ain't never brought up security.
That's a police matter.
Oh, it was a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what he was telling her. Oh my God. So this is what they would be talking about at 2-something in the morning. The court paper just proved that. So do this interview hit different?
Okay.
You know, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police.
Y'all see how they got the camera zoomed in on Miss Teresa? Because they coaching her. That's why they got it zoomed in on her so you can't see them what they doing. You see how they cold with this camera shit? That's all. I'm reading the play like, damn. That's why the lady stuttering when it comes to the answer. When it look.
Police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report.
Why you didn't file out a missing person report? You the mama. Guess what the missing? Everybody heard the call when these people said, with the hotel employee, do you got the report number from earlier this morning? Now, I wasn't here, but Risco, the front desk manager, had a report earlier that morning. So that means Risco had look. So that means he would have the report number, the one that's connected to the police department, and they will already have a case number before Miss Teresa made a 911 call. Explain that to me. This how I'm finna explain it. Because there's 2 missing person reports. If you've been studying this case, you know exactly what I'm finna say. Oh, no, let her tell it.
The only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report.
That's why they was up there at the hotel. Because she forgot to put her name on the missing person report. And that's why they all there.
Paper.
Right.
So
it's the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department. Mm-hmm. So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the police, the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day. He can't give her a copy, so she asked him could she have the number to the person.
But I get out this whole interview. This how I want everybody to listen to this whole interview one more time. Cause when they were asked, when the last time you saw your daughter? When the last time the friend saw her? What was y'all reaction? All this was based on 2:00 in the morning when Miss Teresa would be talking to him about the surveillance camera. And he telling her, I can't give you a copy of the missing person report yet, because we got to do our part first. And it's gonna take all day. Come later on that day. And that's when they finna boom and get the second report round 12 something. So once they get the second Mitchell report at 12 something, that's why you got him will be in the kitchen with the chef, and the chef will be changing clothes. Yeah. So by me understanding the missing person report, this is what Mr. Rich will be talking to him about at 2:30 in the morning in his office. Hey, can I see those camera? Nope. Dog, you can't, can you at least show me the camera? Nope. If you want to see these cameras, you know what I'm talking about. I got the missing report right here. I already got a missing report on the table, Jack. Matter of fact, they got all the investigation paperwork. Just say at 2 something in the morning, they already had statements. If you want to know what a contract looked like, go to their statements. Boy, that was before Kenneka died. When the last time you saw her? I last saw her at 2 something. Everybody said they last saw her at 2 something. So once you look at all their interviews, that was the contract. Before Kenneka died, bro. Before Kenneka died, everybody agreed I last saw the girl at 2 something. Don't that make sense? That's why when it came to the statements, everybody was saying shit ahead of the time. Like, damn, wait a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the dates on there wrong. The time on the wrong on the dates. Like, damn. That's all I'm just want to show the world. When that lady signed, she said she had to sign the contract. That's what she signed up for. Before Kenneka ever died and stepped foot in that hotel, she was, look, if you could get through your head right now, if I'm telling you all those witness statements, the interviews, the statements they made, I last saw it at 2 something. Just imagine they agreed to that narrative months before it happened. This is what we're going to play. Boom. This is how we're going to set it up at the hotel. Oh, yeah, that's a smooth little lick. Oh, yeah, only thing you just got to do is just play your part. Just set it up, go home, pamper your daughter up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to give you breast cancer. You know, we're going to cure your breast cancer and all that. All right. Just get her at the party and make sure she's there on time. And that's what they did. And that's what they did. In the middle of the murder, Miss Teresa had a fallout with him. Because that's the one that controlled the video surveillance. Every time when you see the police go downstairs to the basement, they actually go into his office. Because you can't talk to him in front of the camera. Just go down to the office and say, yeah, we down here searching, looking for, you know what I'm talking about. Check this out. Watch this.
Missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka.
Police like, no.
He finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about
yes,
right now.
the officer.
Oh, the officer. Who? This lady slipping up, and you see every time she fucked the answer up, he would come in and be like, oh, we talking about the security officer. Just like the female asks up, like, when was their last reaction? You know what I'm saying? And she giving you the story of what be happening at 2 something. Then she'll come in and be like, yeah, they were like 36 hours. Y'all see that?
That made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report, on the
first missing, you mean to tell me you got 2 missing reports out? What they do that in? And I just broke it down. Cause a lot of people don't know, they don't know nothing about what's going on with the missing person report. It was 2 missing person reports. I'm telling the world, you already had a missing person report before the 911 call. That's the first missing report. That's what they're going to be discussing at 2 something in the security office. Hey, can I see the camera? He like, no. Rosemont there with them. Lenore will be pleading to the police officer at 2 something, can y'all just please show me the tapes? They like, no. We got this missing report out. This what you signed up for. It's over with. And guess what? It was out her control. And guess what she did? When the news media, when they first breaking news, the first thing she said on the breaking news, I believe the hotel in Rosemont helped kill my child. And guess how they straighten her ass up real quick after that one? Oh, yeah. Oh, and that was on September the 10th in the afternoon. So when Lenore came back up there, that's when she finna get a second missing person report. And that's at 12 something in the afternoon. I mean, at 1 something in the afternoon. And guess where she gonna have to get that report from? The police, aka security guard, that got control over the cameras. So the security guard controlled it, the whole camera system. And the police bagged them up because Miss Teresa got out of pocket, bro. And they straightened her ass up real quick. Rob snitched on her.
Person report that he searched front and back and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay.
Notice the questioning. Man, y'all Mitchell Reese made a post and said, y'all know it was the employee in the kitchen with Kenneka for 2 hours, and I just showed y'all the video how it went down, right? Listen to this shit.
Well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading in the paid newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
You were there, but they couldn't tell you how they found her in the freezer, and they showing you how they found her in the freezer, and you were there. And then you turn around and say you reading a newspaper. An employee found her. Guess where it's finna go back to? Him. Same dude that's on the footage. Man, you got to be kidding me, bro. So then once you look at him, there go another security guard. These is not managers. These is security guard. He's a security guard, but he just wear a uniform. Look at like the president. Don't they wear a suit? Don't bodyguards, security guard wear suits? You know what I'm talking about? That's how motherfucker be getting flapped. Stealing this shit. At the store, you stealing, then you got him watching the camera. He approached you like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? You like, who the fuck is you? I'm security. What? I seen you on Al 4 stealing Zuzus and Wham Wham. Then you running about that, John. Then you want to know why the police ready for you. Look at this stuff, bro.
Sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically.
Timing herself with a phone in your hand, and this at 2 something in the morning, right? She said she went live and said what? Everybody know. You think she talking about the live video? They said, then nobody didn't do nothing to her. So what live video she made and said this?
To let them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't say that I wasn't, conscious enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was like out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before when I was in the search of Kenneka.
In the search. She said in the search, did she just put herself in the search of Kenneka? Oh my God. But she don't supposed to be there, right? And she saying she going live. Bro.
I needed help. If somebody...
She needed help. And that's what you would do. Make a live video. When the police denied you seeing the camera at 2 something on September 9th in the morning. Boy, they cutting up over here. I heard choppers and missiles on this side. Look, watch this, y'all.
See my daughter to inform me, and after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel.
Re-enter.
And I asked them, how was she laying?
Now I see why you was like, that's crazy, bruh.
The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side. And I said, was she laying, how was her legs? Was they curved, like in a fetal position? Yes. He said, no, they were straight. I said, okay. Next question. Can I see my daughter? How she died? How.
And that's how she know when they place her in the kitchen. Cause guess what I showed y'all did? And that's when they're gonna show Miss Teresa the stage crime scene. Cause you got to show Miss Teresa going back there. You got to show that. Miss Teresa will be going to a stage crime scene, bro. Cause she already saw the body on the lower level. So if she already saw the body in the lower level stages, later on that day, when they moved the body to the upper kitchen, boom, she saw the body for the second time. That shit so crazy to me.
How she laid in the freezer, as I wanted to see her. He said
She wanted to see how the stage they.
Yes.
She just wanted to see her body, how they staged the motherfucker. Simple as that. That's all.
Hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude.
And guess what sergeant it would be? God damn. So if you got the sergeant there and you see him on the footage and they moving the body and he on video, bruh. And what he said, Miss Teresa?
No, you cannot see her. It's against our procedures, our policy. You can't see her. So I asked him, with the card that the leading detective gave me, is it possible that he can put his name on the back of the card? He stated yes. After he stated yes, I said, and as well as your badge number. And I hear him whisper to the detective, badge number. So then he said, as everybody getting ready to round up to go, he said, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna speak with the coroners and see what they can do. So here we go, hours later. 5 hours, maybe a little bit more, but rounding it off, 5 hours later, they come to me and states, only I could come see her. Me, I'm allowed, and I could bring one more other person with me.
There was a lie.
That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see,
boy, look at this shit.
Your daughter in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them, yes.
Whoa!
They removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, more later.
Oh! They removed her from the freezer hours later. Then she just said she finna see the body again. Oh, man! Woo! You goddamn!
They're in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them, yes. They removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, more later.
Whoa!
Oh, they removed her from the
stretcher in a white body bag
man.
already.
So you never saw her?
I never saw her. I never saw her. They stated as well that there was no signs of foul
She
play.
had when she looked, she knew she fucked up. That's why she had to catch herself. Like, yeah, let me show. There were no signs of Look, bro.
He had removed her.
Ooh.
So you see your daughter in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, more later, rounding it off, Kenneka was laying on a stretcher in a white body bag already.
So you never. Never saw.
I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, more later, rounding it off, Kenneka was laying on a stretcher in a white body bag already.
So you never saw her?
I never saw her. I never saw her. They stated as well that there was no signs of foul play.
Right.
Like it was just a normal look.
That's what they said.
No signs of sexual harassment or anything.
Right. So do you believe differently?
From seeing the pictures, yes, I believe different.
Because the pictures came out. Before that, though, the video came out. So when we saw the video of her trying to find her way throughout the hotel, what did you think about the videos?
That she was wandering in the hotel and she needed help. And, she at a hotel.
How you know your daughter was wandering in the hotel and she needed help? That's so crazy to me.
A 5-star hotel.
Right.
I know it was surveillance. Just like on each floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
But it is her on the camera because
Cameras, they're watching the elevators, meaning that you supposed to have this camera footage on the 9th floor, 8th floor, 10th floor, 11th floor. You supposed to see anybody entering. They never show y'all nobody entering footage going in the elevators. I'm coming out these motherfuckers. Only down here. And you don't see none of that. So why would she say she would be wrong? So you agree to this then. So the reenactment, this how the reenactment had to come about. You had to get your cousin, your little niece, look just like Kenneka cousin, and play this girl to walk directly to his kitchen. Boy, you talking about some devil shit. Look. So he really created a whole lot of confusion when he dropped this junk, bruh. And then you agreed and told the world that's your daughter and she wondering and needed help. Once you agreed to it and told the world that that's your daughter, you made the biggest mistake of your life. Because you knew that wasn't her. See this shit? You can look at that body frame. Guess who it is? Watch this. Damn, them folk busting over here, bro. I done almost jumped up at my seat, goddamn it. Hold on. Is it in my download? Look. Right here. Same goddamn body. If you go back, look at this shit, bro. That was her. Just like Chosen King them said, bro. So that's why French K will be going downstairs on the lower level. That's why Bree will be coming up at 1 some. 1:30. So that's why the beverage manager was like, damn, we're going to have to show this reenactment. But this, look. That's why you got everybody going where? Straight to the security guard kitchen, bruh. That's where everybody going. So they made us split up and all in groups. You can even see the footage on his cell phone. That looked like the kitchen. That's where everybody going. And it's going on there too some. So when Miss Teresa was asking those questions, guess who all would be in that kitchen? Everybody. Everybody in the kitchen in Tucson talking about surveillance camera. Bam! Everything what Miss Teresa said at Tucson. When remember the interviewer asked Miss Teresa when they last saw her? Yeah, it was round 2. Yeah.
Because like I said, so many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe they're saying that they're...
See that living Nora looking? She knew that was the lie.
One part of the video when she's walking towards the refrigerator, that's her last time being shown on videotape. So do you believe she could have just literally walked in there and got locked into the freezer and what they're...
And make it so bad, she said that's where she was last seen, on the lower level, in front of the security office. But you got images of her in the upper stairs kitchen at a staged crime scene. So once you go back and be like, damn, this is what Miss Teresa's story match up. You saw her in the white body bag? Yep. Look at the background. What is that? In front of somebody's office, the security office. That's the one where they were like, yeah, it was the AKA, the manager at the time. We talking about checking those surveillance camera footage. Look.
they're saying to be true is she got locked into the freezer and she died because of the coldness. Do you think that could be true?
Well, see, we wouldn't even be sitting here today to guess it. It was the camera. As we went in there, if you could look at the video, me and my daughter, which is some of the parts what we did, as we went in there, I'm looking at my daughter, you know, and I looked in her face. She had a disgusted look on her face. That's an angry look, like, or somebody agitating her, you know, this type of look. So I'm looking, and then I asked them, I said, can I see the freezer? Because I work in the cafeteria.
So when she saw the body before in a white body bag, guess how she saw the body on the lower level, claiming that she never saw the body on the lower level, but she saw the body when they look. Ooh, man. That's why what this would sound like right after the murder.
So you can't tell me that she walked in this freezer and couldn't get out, you know, because of our freezers. And not only that, me working within the CPS, you know, cafeterias, you know, before, every freezer has a release button or some type of handle, whereas you can't get locked in this freezer unless you've been locked on the outside. You know, you get locked in from the outside.
Which would have taken, obviously, somebody else to do purposely.
To do it, right.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what you're saying.
Yes.
There's no way she could lock herself in by herself.
Exactly. So once entering, and I see the freezer, then the leading detective stated to me, she just walked in the freezer. Mm-hmm. This is before I told him I worked within the cafeteria.
Right.
She walked in the freezer, and when she walked in the freezer, she walked in. He never mentioned it was a double freezer. Walked in the freezer, closed the door behind herself, and just froze to death.
Right.
So, you know, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I said, so she couldn't get out? He said, no, she couldn't get out. Because once you locked in, you locked in.
Right. But he doesn't know what you know about freezers at that time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in? Did you like try to see what your like the theory, how you can get out of it if you're in that particular freezer?
Okay, well, I'll tell you like this. We wasn't ever to actually go inside their freezer, but they had both of the doors open. I asked them when I first went back there, so you're saying it's a double freezer? He said, yes, but on our way back there, if you can see in the video, I'm pointing my finger. I'm looking for cameras. I'm looking for cameras because that's my purpose, because you can't tell me this happened with no camera in around, you know, and every time I point, I see a camera. Except when we go by the freezer, that's like blocked off, which it was a camera above that freezer. And, okay, we're going to go back to that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. When I go back to the freezer, they had both of the doors open. And I'm like, here go a glow-in-the-dark plastic release button, big white glow-in-the-dark. I said, so is this a release button? He said, the detective said, yes. And the sergeant standing back there with us as well. As I said, we were being watched as if we're the criminal, you know. Right. We did this to my daughter, as if we was going to get arrested. So he stated, I asked him with the other freezer, you know, the second door. I said, is this a release button? Big white button, maybe. As they say, you couldn't see, but it was lightning in the freezer. And only thing we saw on the floor was a big piece of ice made in a triangle. You know, like, you know, and I'm like, okay. I said, so I that's when I stated, I work in the cafeteria. I've been working there for 7 years. I say, there shouldn't have been no way that she shouldn't have been able to get out these doors. I thought you told me, and I asked the detective, you said that she couldn't get out. How is that when is, you know, release buttons on each one of these doors? And he just shook his head, you know.
He doesn't understand.
So where are you now as far as what it is that you want to see? You know, they've closed the case officially. I know that you guys are not happy about that and you want to continue the investigation. So what do you want to see happen? Where do you see this going from here? Are you trying to get more people to come in and reopen the case? What is it that you want to do?
Yes, I would love for the FBI to come in. The reason why I say that, they stated it was a natural cause before any medical examiner or anything. So the Rosemont Police Department knew this would happen with no professionals. You know, they said it wasn't no sexual harassment or any. I mean, you know, assaults
Not
or whatever.
been assaulted sexually.
Exactly. You know, but how is that? From looking at the pictures, obviously you'll see that it was something going on. At least, you know, with that if you would have just saw it without being a professional doctor or whatever, examiner or whatever, first thought would have been them being professional cops. Hey, it's something happened.
So she just basically just gave the FBI up and told y'all they knew this before before this even happened. This video hit me so different, bro, because I'm like, damn. This lady just said they knew this before it even happened, before the investigators, before anybody touched this case. So this whole interview, if you study the whole case and read all the reports, that's why YouTubers don't talk about the reports, the statements they made, because those statements was made before Kenneka died. Those statements is really of a contract they'd agreed to before she died. And that's eating her up. The timestamp, they originally agreed to 2 o'clock, where they all gonna pin everybody. That's why they said in all the statements, when the last time y'all saw Kenneka Jenkins at Tucson? And guess what? Everybody was last saw her in the kitchen. In the kitchen. 2:30 in the morning, and the court stamped it. So guess what it was? A checkmate on Crown Plaza. Cause Mitch Teresa like, oh, that's why you had to go live and tell the world I needed help. And nobody don't know. Some people didn't even see that live. A lot of people didn't saw that live video. Cause the only live video that you made was that nobody didn't do nothing to her, y'all. She was left at the party. That's what she signed up for. And now she want to come to the world and want to, those devils trick me. Can't nobody trick you in doing nothing if you agreed to something. Because you just can't just up and just trick nobody. If you don't know that person, never been around that person, she just end up in a hotel and they're like, yeah, they tricked me, y'all, on the footage. Come on, man. Mitch Teresa so dumb. It's funny. I shouldn't have said that. And I take that back. Cause YouTube gave me a copyright strike. They were like, I can't say those type of things, so I apologize on that. Cause them folk really gave me a copyright strike. Then I had to take some class on this stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't call nobody dummies. So look, I'ma rephrase that. Cause I took the course and I'm like, damn, that's why I'm getting those little strikes. Cause I can't say that about a person, right? So this is what I'm gonna say. Miss Teresa's so clever that she told the world when she saw her daughter and gave the timestamp up when she would be arguing with the investigator. Now, you got the security guard. Watch the head security guard. Guess who the police finna meet up with? Watch, you finna see him right there. There he go right there. Look. Meeting up with him. Police officer. All right. So I need to play Zach. John.
For a washroom, if a motherfucker say a washroom.
So Zach know about him. The AKA security guard that got control of the cameras, and look at his narrative.
I'm going straight, you gonna go straight, I'm going straight. Nigga, if you don't know where you going, you're gonna be turning your head like, where the fuck this washroom at? She was going straight, willingly, like they knew exactly, like she knew exactly where she was headed to. You understand what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker told her, go straight over there. Y'all gotta watch the footage on the Periscope if you're going to be following this case. You will see the security guard doing a bunch of weird shit, like going in the women's bathroom, and that's a fact. You watch the additional 36 hours. A lot of people don't sit straight through it because it's 36 hours. It's a fucking day and that's some change of hours to watch. But he going to washroom. That's kind of weird. And y'all notice Kenneka went in. I think she went in the wrong. It's one room she went in and she popped right back out.
She went in the room and popped right back out. Same thing what Andrew Holmes said. And that's the same thing that Andrew Holmes said. I saw her went in the room and she popped right back out. So that means what room that she would be will pop right back out that motherfucker. The security office. Huh? On the lower level. Went straight drop. Made that little video down there talking to in this kitchen. And that's why you got Amanda Morgan. Oh, it's some dudes that hop out on the kitchen on her. And it's right in his office. Let me see, can I find that, John? Hold on. See, that's why y'all got to keep up with this stuff, bro. And then I'm finna show y'all the layout. Is it in my, it's gonna be in my playlist. Kenneka Jenkins playlist. And I got to go to Amanda Morgan. And watch this. Right here. Amanda Morgan.
Motherfucking thing. What
That's
you mean?
too light.
If you look at the phone,
that's the camera, your camera, bitch, from your phone.
Don't worry about what.
Damn.
Look.
Let me turn man's down.
Yeah, yours up too high.
Oh shit, off me.
Reflection off that thing.
Right here. Hold on, let me skip it.
Running.
Right there. Y'all see that little squirrel right here? That's right in front of his office. Downstairs. Look. Won't this hit different if I show y'all this video that I made? Straight drop released that video.
Drinking half a cup of warm water with apple cider vinegar before bed kills this parasite in the pancreas.
It was close, so walking back there,
you see that same squirrel? Look. Prime example. If you look at that same square, just imagine this what you would be looking at. This video right here. Got him. You see this squirrel right here. So just imagine everything what she telling you. This will be going on her.
Come on now. Y'all don't tell me y'all don't
They
see dude on
filming
this
it.
camera. So I'm tweaking. So y'all don't see nobody standing behind her in this doorway. Watch this. You see the things going on.
In the doorway.
Watch this, y'all.
In the
You see them people
doorway.
back there on the elevator. Look right there in that doorway. That's somebody right there. They jump. That's somebody right there, y'all.
Oh! Oh, she said a doorway? Oh, okay. Shit, keep talking.
Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that shit. Let me rewind that. Bitch, cause they see that shit, G. Whoever made this. So y'all don't see these people right here at the back of this girl. Somebody say something, comment. So y'all don't see these people that I'm seeing. Y'all don't see these people that I'm seeing. Look behind her. And you see it on the elevator. Look behind her. Right there. Now look behind this girl in the doorway. Y'all don't see them niggas.
So basically, they telling you everything what will be going on here because they filming it right here. Don't get distracted on the video. What you see her walking and all. Don't get distracted. It's a video. Just imagine you filming this and you standing and you filming the fight. Do I need to go to 54 Keys video? This got to be the most crazy thing ever. Look.
Niggas right there. Watch he finna jump out. Right there. Y'all don't see him. So y'all don't see them. Niggas. Y'all don't see them niggas jumping out right there. Two of them. Look at their ears right Y'all don't see them people hopping out. Can somebody share my live? Can somebody please share my live? And look at his ass right there. Share my live. Look at him running. Please share my live. So ain't nobody see this. Ain't nobody just see this. They said, hell yes, we see it. So do y'all see what I'm saying?
So basically, it would be a fight right here. That's why you got 54 with this shit. Hold on, watch this, y'all. Everybody
For
knew it was
women
a fight
who keep going
in
strong,
that
discover
location
lightweight
area.
all-day comfort in your new
Cause guess
wardrobe
who's gonna
savior.
be in on it?
What's going on, y'all? And I just got a quick question for you. I was going over some old footage, and I want to know if this is the same guy. And I want to start with the screenshot that we got from Taz Live. Y'all remember this shit where we thought somebody was standing in the background picking Kenneka up, and a lot of motherfuckers was like, nah, that ain't Kenneka, you know. But I focused in on the motherfucker that had on that long sleeve, like white shirt or jacket, whatever it is.
And guess who that is? The security guard. And you see how 54 know this? And watch how she finna put him on blast.
Maybe some black pants. So we got him in Taz Live. And then I know y'all remember this shit from the beginning where she was walking down the hallway and it looked like a motherfucker was standing back there in the background watching her. You know, and again, I keyed in on the light colored shirt, the dark jeans, and the white tennis shoes. So, okay, keep that in mind. Then we, remember, after they sent out that one of dude standing in the hallway, this shit came out. And it looked like
It's some niggas behind her in the doorway. Watch, he finna hop out. He right there. Watch, he finna hop out. Look at the reflection on the thing. He bending down. He is bending down. Y'all share my live.
So now look, that's why 54 Keys made this video about this security guard. This is his office. That's why the police kept coming in this area. That's why you hear about, can we in the 911 call, can you come down here, chief, and talk about that camera? And that's in front of his office. And you got Amanda Morgan telling you about all the dudes and the females and the participants that will be doing this stuff. And then you got 54 Keys coming in with this video just to tell the world the security guard, and it happened in front of his office, and he gonna be on the scene while they doing this.
Share my live. Y'all don't see it.
And he doing this.
Kenneka was fighting for her life back there, man. At
Told
the end
you.
of that hallway. And it was a motherfucker in a long white shirt or jacket and some black pants. And then my nigga Straight Drop came with this shit from the kitchen. It was a still shot where he, you know, where motherfucker talking about, oh, it's somebody back there scooping ice and Straight dropping his droppers and I'm one of them. You know what I mean? It was like, nah, hell nah, it's more shit going on back there. You know, and a lot of people didn't want to believe it. But again, I focused in on the long white sleeve shirt or jacket, whatever it is, and the dark jeans. You know, everybody was onto this shit, you know, and I hated to see motherfuckers trying to debunk Straight Drop because he saw this struggle. I saw it. There was a lot of people that saw it. But then it got me to thinking that, you know what I mean, I wonder if this is the same struggle that we see at the end of the hallway, but from a different angle. You know what I mean? All right, then Straight Drop came with this. He's pointing at dude, and it's a reflection
in the kitchen,
and it's a
right here. So don't this make sense to play this video?
Y'all don't see it. Watch the boy hop out, y'all. Watch this.
He just sit on the elevator.
Watch, he finna hop out. Look at it. Look at that creepy ass shit.
It's two on, one down low, and watch the other one hop up.
Wop, there you go.
Right
Wop,
there.
look.
Right there.
Look at that shit.
It's more than one.
Look at that shit, y'all. That shit brought tears to my eyes. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Watch, he finna hop out again. Look at him. There you go again. Look.
Right there running. But motherfuckers.
There you go again. Look.
Right there running. But motherfuckers who edited the video, they should have seen this shit, G.
So y'all share my laugh. Yeah, look, I'ma keep playing. Watch dude hop out.
This guy, you gonna get like, you're not finna just wander off into these people who did. That's off him his first.
Right, like some scary movie.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, who finna go all the way back there? Which put me in the mindset like, how would she go back there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The same route that you get to that kitchen is the same route as the exit. The exit you go to your cars.
Right.
It's the same route. It's the same way. You get what I'm saying?
So you like, why would she take?
Motherfucker in a white shirt and black pants. Okay, so we keep finding this motherfucker that's got this white shirt on and these black pants. You know, he all through this footage. The background picking Kenneka up, and a lot of motherfuckers was like, nah, that ain't Kenneka, you know. But I focused in on the motherfucker that had on that long sleeve, like white shirt or jacket, whatever it is, and maybe some black pants. So we got him in Ty's live, and then I know y'all remember this shit from the beginning, where she was walking down the hallway.
So her whole video was just to put him on blast. Then they saw the video. She even said she saw the struggle and all of this, the fight. He know that. Everybody know that. Who was there that night. That's why they had to come up with videos like this, just to show the world It was a struggle. They can't even show you the actually real footage. They just like me putting a video on top of this video. And then green screen it, and I can make it, you know what I'm saying? What you think when Zach said, yeah, what happened, Zach?
But he going to washroom. That's kind of weird. And y'all notice Kenneka went in. I think she went in the wrong. It's one room she went in, and she popped right back out.
And this.
Watch dude hop out. Watch this, y'all. Right what there. The fuck, yeah. Watch dude hop out. Look. Now look, watch this. Y'all see him? Bitch, that's a bitch with a ponytail on my kid. Let me see, bitch. That's a bitch. Gee, it's a dude with a black hoodie. And it's a bitch with a ponytail. Bitch, every time we watch it, we discover something new, G. Y'all share my shit. I'm gonna show y'all again. Look, for everybody that's joining, look at these two niggas that look. Look at the bitch with the ponytail rap. What? How you see that? What? Gee, it's a bitch with a long ponytail.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So y'all know I just did that video about smacks, you know, and after watching that video again, man, like I don't know what it is about this girl right here.
So
but
look, there be the girl with the ponytail.
And look at these two niggas that look. Look at the bitch with the ponytail rap. What? How you see that? What? Gee, it's a bitch with a long ponytail in her head. That's the bitch who had the ponytail in her head. Look at
all right. Watch this.
Bree, something ain't right with her. Something ain't right with this shit, man. Like, I can't really put my finger on it, but we got to find out what was going on with her that night. That's how I felt after I watched that video again. You know what I mean? You know, I was kind of like, damn, let me track Bree movements. Let me see how Bree was moving that night, because I know there was some videos made with, you know, her coming and going and this, that, and the other, but I don't think a motherfucker actually dissected what the hell was going on with Bree that night. You know, and that's what we gonna do here today. We about to dissect this shit. We about to break this shit down, cause I don't know, man. Like watching her move, I don't know. She's suspect as hell. But you know, I want to get your opinion on it. And I want to see if you know if we're on the same path. So let's start with this footage right here. So we know they got to the hotel. Well, they want us to believe that they got to the hotel at 1:13.
Told you.
Now, we all know the time's fucked up, but we using these times to prove a point.
Because they know what happened.
There they go at 1:13. Then at 1:14, you got Bree going to the front desk. So, you know, it's safe to assume that Kenneka and them went one way and she went toward the desk. You know, it's 1:14. And that's where they thought that she was talking to that white lady in the pink. So then she out. So then at 1:18, we gonna see
11:18.
Bree come back. And she with Irene.
Now, I just want to say this. Wish you would place Bree coming from this murder scene.
This shit, y'all. Okay, watch dude them in the background, y'all. Share my shit. Look at dude now. Watch he finna hop out, y'all. Watch this. My name Miranda. Look, watch this bitch the ponytail. What? Look that.
So that means if you got a bitch with a ponytail down there, right? That means, guess what time you would see Bree will come back in the hotel?
You know, they at the front desk, you know, for whatever reason. And it looked like that, I don't know if that's Shallow, whatever they call her. That might be her with them. I ain't really sure. If y'all know, y'all can, you know, leave that in the comments or email me. But all three of them together, you know, and that girl down there in the pink, still there. You know, and everybody, you know, she was suspect. Motherfuckers had that bitch on. We had they high beams on this bitch right here in the pink sweater. And people still do. So so Bree, she at the desk for a minute. With Irene, and look at the time. 1:19. So they got there at 1:13. 1:14, she went to the lobby, then walked away. So it's safe to assume that she never made it to the room. Maybe Irene, she called Irene getting off the elevator type shit. You know what I mean? And they all walked to the front desk. But then look, Bree, she dips off. And I think around that corner, if I ain't mistaken, I think it's like a bathroom or some shit. But then at 1:25, so she been gone about 7 minutes. She come back. You know what I mean? She looking for some shit. That's why I think she probably left the bathroom, y'all. I don't know though. Look, she trying to make sure she got all her shit. Yeah, she got it. She good. You know what I mean? She walk off. You know what I mean? And again, look at the time. It's 1:25. So we know that they got there at 1:13. Then she spent most of her time at the fucking front desk. And then, I mean, it's safe to assume that she got to the party or got to the room 9:26 around,
11.
you know,
That's
give or
why.
take a couple.
Look, this at 11:25. For the people that don't know, the timestamp will be out 2 hours. That's why they had to show us this at 1 something, cause this will be actually going on at 1 something on the footage in the beverage manager office, aka security.
Bitch, that ponytail. It's a nigga in the bitch down in this basement with her, y'all.
Told you.
It's a nigga in the bitch down in this basement with her.
So Bree gonna be there at 11:25, and she gonna be at the crime scene at 1 o'clock.
Minutes. 1:30, 1:25. And so again, let's watch Bree move.
Imagine the possibilities of sharing your life with a lovely young Asian lady. You could forget about what it feels like.
Look at the time. 1:54. Look who coming down the hallway. Yeah, that's Bree. We like, damn, where's she going and shit? Maybe she was going to the car, I don't know. But that's where she had those keys. So it's safe to say that she got up there at the room 9:26 at about 1:25, 1:30, give or take a couple minutes. We're gonna use 1:25 though. And then we see her again at 1:54. So she spent a total of 29 minutes in this motherfucking room. Yeah, and we like, damn, like, what's she doing? You know, and that's where we thought, you know, she had Kenneka keys. So let's find out when she comes back. There she go. 1:58. Do y'all notice that she drinking something? She got a cup. She didn't leave with no cup. So did she go out to the car and what, pour a drink? You know, but I thought they had that bottle of Hennessy in the room. I don't know. That's just something to think about. So we see her come back at 1:58. So it takes
12
let's give her
o'clock.
about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, she back at 9:26. She back at the room. You know.
12 o'clock.
And everything's supposed to be everything. You know, people supposed to be partying, motherfuckers supposed to be getting to the hotel, you know, all that good shit. But so again, we need to track her movement. So like I said, she gets to the room at about 2. Let's see when she leaves again.
Watch this.
Look at the time.
26 minutes later. And she missing for an hour. Oh, guess who she been with? Black hoodie.
There she go. And look who she with. She with a nigga in a black hoodie.
Oh!
The detective going off already, and shit is only one person. The detective going off.
Look at this shit, y'all. Share my shit. Watch dude finna hop out.
Look, 2 of them.
Look, 2 niggas hopping out. 2 niggas hopping out. Why? Y'all don't see that though, right?
Got him.
We finna show them what he added in the kitchen. Keep it on now.
Bitch, I told you, look, when I said she stumbled, when she stumbled, bitch, somebody helped her
Look at
up,
the girl. Look at the girl. That bitch got a long ponytail in her fucking head. I swear to God, and it's a nigga bending.
See that? So now look. Check this out, right? They got the video. So what they did, they actually got the video and overlaid the video on top of the news video. And everybody trying to figure out what Bree was at for an hour. Cause the narrative be like, well, she had her keys, but and Mr. Reese said, I don't want nobody to drive my car. Threw everybody off because they finna go where? To a murder scene. Look.
She with that motherfucker, I said look like a bull dagger. But
her
yeah.
cousin will.
So from 2 to 2:26, she was inside the party. So she spent what, about 26 minutes up there? You know.
The
so my thing is
12:26.
this, like, damn, you was coming and going all night. Like, you get to the party, you know what I mean? You spend about 20 minutes up that motherfucker. Then you leave. Then you come back, spend another, 20, 25 minutes up that motherfucker. And now you out again. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just me, y'all. Like I said, Breach is suspect as hell to me, man. And I just want to show y'all what I see. You know what I mean? But again, pay attention to her movements. So we got her inside the party at between 2 and 2:26, and now we got her leaving with the bull dagger, because I don't know if it's a bull dagger or not, but I was calling the bitch a bull dagger from the beginning, so that's what the fuck I'm gonna call her now. And then a guy in a black hoodie. And it's like, damn, where the fuck was you going? Because you was in and out of this motherfucking party. Where were you going? So let's find out where she said she went. Let's look at her statement. She said that she left the party at about 2:15, 2:30, and we know it to be 2:30. We just saw the footage, with Blank. Blank stated Blank needed a GPS to go pick up her friends, and she did not have a GPS on her phone.
And that's why the GPS come about, because they ain't want to pinpoint Bree where.
Down, but she walking like the girl coming past. Look, y'all, look at the nigga. Share my shit, cause y'all ain't even pay attention to this. Share my shit, y'all.
The shit just so spooky.
Look how dude finna hop out.
Right there. What a bitch. You see, watch that. You see, look, the thing went on.
Yeah.
That means somebody's showing her where to go. They was like, no, this way, Nika.
Look, that nigga finna hop out, y'all.
That's when they hopped out. That's when they hopped out.
Why?
Okay. Blank left with Blank, so Blank could use Blank's GPS. Blank picked up some friends or something. Wait a minute, what did it say? Picked up friends with Blank.
That's
and
why
brought
they ain't want to
Blank.
pin Bree in, cause her phone. That's why the GPS came about. Cause the GPS will point Bree at this crime scene right here.
Back to the hotel. Blank and her friends did not stay at the hotel. Blank stated that she sent 2 text messages to Kenneka, and that's when we just talked about that when she was talking about she was 10 minutes away, and then it smacks there. But look at her reason for leaving, cause her friend didn't have a GPS on her phone. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Nowadays, every phone got a goddamn GPS on it. So she want us to believe that wasn't no GPS on this girl's phone? Okay. And then not only that, the girl used her GPS to go pick up her friends or whatever, brought Bree back to the hotel, and then left. Whoever she left out with, which I think it was the bull dagger, but you left out with 2 motherfuckers. Was the nigga in the black hoodie with you? Inside the party between.
When I started Clea, I was just focused on losing weight, but what I did
between 2 and 2:26. So let's see what time this little girl comes back. Watch this. Look at the time. 3:31. There she go.
So that means a murder just happened.
Y'all see him? Y'all ain't even pay attention to that. Share my shit. Share my shit.
Bitch, look at his ass right there. Right there. And they got the niggas right there. They got the other motherfucker. The detective thing going off. Is when
So y'all don't see them boys
She even mentioned detective.
share my shit.
Bitch, look at his ass right there. Right there. And they got the niggas right there. They got the other motherfucker. The detective thing going off. Is when
So y'all don't see them boys standing behind her. Look. So y'all mean to tell me y'all watched this video all this time?
So that's where Bree was at, and Bree came back to the room after when everything happened. And that's why you got the beverage manager, aka the security guard, at the room talking about don't call the cops because Bree was already in the kitchen. And it's finna go down. So when she came back to the room exactly at 1:30, now you finna see on Kenneka's phone 20 minutes later, the D looks small.
There she go. And remember I asked in the last video, where the fuck is her coat? But she
She
didn't leave
left
with
it
one
at the
on
crime scene.
But she.
And look how she coming in. She even looked like she hurt. Look.
There she go. And remember I asked in the last video, where the fuck is her coat? But she didn't.
Then her hair different. Then she was talking about it smacks with her. That was all. Then when you go back to Aldo, everybody gonna be there.
Didn't leave with one on thing.
And Smacks is Kenneka's uncle.
But she's suspect as hell to me, man. You know what I mean? And she got back at 3:30. And her statement, she said she got back about 3:10. But I ain't gonna.
So look, it's all in the hour in 1:00. That's why they had to give you the story 2 hours off the footage. So Bree coming in, they showing them come in at 1:00. She was in the room at 1:00. Everybody last saw her at 2:00 because how the footage go. But once you figure out this what was at 1:00,
Time and y'all ain't see that nigga following her.
Y'all don't see two.
Y'all don't see them two niggas behind. Watch he finna grab his friend, y'all.
That's a girl, G.
Watch he finna grab.
The girl is the one who hopped out.
That's crazy.
The girl, that's the nigga right there, G. The girl is the one who hopped out. You see her shadow, G, like somebody grabbed her ass back.
Look at this shit. Play it again, Rob. Y'all share my shit. Send this shit to the police, however this shit gonna go.
Look.
Watch them niggas finna hop out. Look, y'all.
And you see a detective beat them, that means it's somebody else right there. That's the old girl is.
Now look, this what creep me out.
Now look right here. Look on the elevators, Rap. You can see them in the shadow right there in the elevators. Look right there. You see them in the elevators, G. You see them.
They right there.
You see them on the elevator.
Now watch dude finna hop out, y'all. Watch this.
Now look, that's the girl, G. That's the girl.
Crazy. That shit wild as hell on my.
And that's where Bree will be coming from. And that's why they didn't want no GPS to pick her location up in this location. That's what 54 Keys know.
Hold that against her. I told you I give a nigga 20, 30 minutes. You know. But I get her to 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, she's still suspect as hell to me. You know, and these times don't make sense to me. I want to know why she was in and out of this motherfucking hotel. You know, and then that's what made me think about the video that I just did with those 4 niggas. Remember these niggas right here? Smacks, Hollywood, Cocky, and Wayne, and Uncle John. You know, remember I told y'all there was a discrepancy in their time. And then you got that nigga Smacks talking about he wasn't there. You got his boy Wayne talking about they got there at 1. Bree told us she left at 2:15, 2:30, but we know that to be 2:30.
And the whole time, nobody didn't know that all of these people is related. Wayne, Cocky, and Smacks. So if you find out that Bree is texting Kenneka uncle, asking, you know what, Smacks? She asking about Kenneka uncle. And she said, I'm on the way. And guess what time that was when she was talking to Smacks? So that means Smack, Wayne, Cocky, all of them gonna be where? At a crime scene. At a crime scene, bruh. Hi y'all, Happy New Year, gang. Happy New Year. So look, once you read the statements again, bro, like bam, the phone records, you get this.
But then you got Cocky who said, nah, we ain't get there to 2:45. Now Wayne and Cocky was together. How the fuck y'all got there an hour and 45 minutes apart? That shit makes no sense to me. And remember I said, damn, did Bree, how did she miss him? Because she was asking if Smacks was there. So, you know, if y'all ain't seen that video, y'all might want to start with that and come back to this one. Because I'm going somewhere with this shit. But I want to know where the fuck Bree was. And remember in that last video, I asked, where was Wayne and them at 1 o'clock then?
Good question, because guess where everybody at?
That's a girl. You can see in that bitch body frame, G. I bet you it was the girl. I did just for the girl. Was like, oh, I put my face all in there. She was like, did you put any enforcement in this? Like, bitch, you ain't put in on this.
Share my shit, y'all. Send this to the police. Look at this shit. Look at that boy finna hop out in the back. That shit spooky as hell, y'all. Look. So y'all don't see this shit that I'm seeing.
Bitch, they see that shit.
So y'all don't see this shit that I'm seeing. Watch this. Watch dude finna hop out. Look. Watch dude finna hop out.
That gives you wings.
So, embarrassing story,
Watch
guys.
this,
I got
y'all.
hit with a medical bill recently.
Watch this, y'all. Watch dude now finna hop out in the back. Look at this. This shit spooky as hell. Look at this shit. Watch this.
You see this? 54 know they was fighting in the kitchen.
I just want to show y'all, girl, you and Brad Farhall, y'all done found some shit. And I just wanted to tell you that I just was, was watching your videos and I seen the screenshots that you had took from Monifa's new live that we just recently got and shit. And I just want to show y'all what I see in these screenshots. Now, I hope I don't, y'all don't think I'm reaching, but here goes some of the screenshots. And that's supposed to be Monifa in the bathroom. But do this place look familiar to y'all? Look at the background.
In the kitchen. In the kitchen. So guess who will always be downstairs with her?
Why? Look. Why? Two niggas. That's either a bitch or a nigga. That's either a bitch or a nigga.
Three people. That's the 4 people, 3, 4 people play, G.
That's
some
crazy.
People, some people down there.
That's crazy.
It's 3 people with her, G.
Share my shit, y'all. Send this to the police station. Share my shit.
So you got the whole family security. That's why you don't go see no manager security, because they all down here watching the murder, bro. And they making the family do it while they recording it. This will be going on of the camera above the freezer. That's why Mitchell Reese said, yeah, show that camera. Because she know damn well they ain't going to show that camera. She ain't scaring these people when she say show that camera above their freezer. Because when she told y'all where that camera was, Mr. Reese, it was in the upper kitchen. Oh, well, shit. I see why you say that now, because Lou, that camera would show on the lower level in front of his office when she popped that room out. Why did?
But he go in the washroom. That's kind of weird. And y'all notice Kenneka went in. I think she went in the wrong. It's one room she went in and she popped right back out. Come on, man. Why my shit tweaking right now?
So she put up a fight. That girl could have been ran in the bathroom, beating that girl up.
She trusted whoever it was exactly.
It was her family. Bree with the uncle. The dude that she met up in the lobby with is her cousin.
Exactly. I wish people would stop with the decoy theory. They're not smart, honestly. She was walking. What do you say? She was walking like she was following someone. Exactly, Jessica. Exactly. He was running, and running down frantically. What do you say? Y'all smart. I fucks with y'all. What do you say? Security guard could turn off cameras, I'm sure. Exactly, Rachel.
Why Mitchell Reese said, yeah, release the real tape, because they ain't gonna get her the tapes, right? Because what you would think if they actually gave Mitchell Reese that one camera that's above the freezer and would show it all, I believe Mitchell Reese would show it. I believe that's probably why she want to crash out, because she was like, I ain't even got the video that I can show the world. Even if she tell the truth, she don't even got the video to bag up her truth. And just think about that. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can see that lady crashing out now. Like, damn, maybe you want to tell the world what happened to her, but you don't even have access to the footage of the murder video just to bag up your claim. Now, the story that you would tell the world is going to be mind-blowing. You know what I'm saying? Look. That's why they had to give you screenshots.
I think they down here in the kitchen.
Told you.
Look closely. I think they're in the
With
kitchen.
Bree Bree. So if you put Bree Bree down there, the girl with a ponytail, then you got Monifa down there in the fight, and it's recorded on the phone. So you got all of them in the kitchen at a murder.
And then here go the kicker right here. This shit right here. And then if you look to like the left,
People follow her, they set up. They didn't follow her, G. They guided her. They just edited themselves out because the motherfucker told them. So y'all don't see this shit. Watch, you finna hop out, y'all. Watch this. Watch. Motherfuckers told them like we can edit the video, so that's why they ass followed her ass. They led her to that. G. They didn't follow her. They led her. They knew. I was sitting up here with my friend, with my rappy, and I just so happened to just show her the video. So she give me the phone. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not tweaking though. You feel me? So I say rap. You see dude hop out? You see, I'm thinking I'm tweaking though. I'm like, y'all don't see dude hopping out behind her? But y'all watch this video probably over 1,000 times.
it looks like it might be a freezer door. And this is where I think they are. In that hallway, when Kenneka hit that hallway and we couldn't see her no more. And then this shit right here, that's Monifa. And that black and that red belt, those are that's her belt. That's her red belt.
So won't it make sense if it happened in his office, in front of his doorway, in front of the camera? You got Monifa down there, Bree Bree, all of these people. And then you got Miss Teresa would be down here talking to him, begging this man, can you give me that videotape? He like, no, I ain't giving you that goddamn videotape. That's the video. This the most famous shot in the world because it finna show a murder, bruh. And that's why Miss Teresa on a rant about that video above the freezer, because the freezer right there in front of his office, bro. So look, that's why Miss Teresa on that rant about the video. And you want to know what she can't regret? Because she told the world that she agreed with the narrative, that camera above, say this the camera that was above the freezer, that you saw your daughter, and she went along with it. Since she said that, we looking at who is this person walking back there towards the freezer, instead of what happened in front of his office, because I want that murder tape myself. Everybody want to see this camera above the freezer, aka where the office at too. And this where you got to come to about surveillance footage. Him. Hi y'all. Man, I'm finna get on about this junk game. Cause I just want to show y'all the fuckery. 54 been knowing it was a fight. Her and Candace Starr. How you think they would ever get screenshot and show you a screenshot of a murder video? These people showing you a murder video. They're just like, these people come up, they the only one that got cell phone footage. And they got play buttons on this motherfucker and everything. Just imagine somebody recording on the phone, and you know how like when you recording on the phone, whoever recording the fight ain't good at angling, cause you know what I'm saying. Cause you got the phone in your hand, and then you know what I'm saying. You constantly moving the phone.
And I said, even in the footage that Street Drop put out, that Monifa was down there in that kitchen, and she recorded some shit. She had some shit on her phone.
Told you. And if you got Straight Drop telling the world that Monifa was in the kitchen too, and they got screenshots of that girl, bro. This is like catching. This is like me catching a dude in the act like, yeah, man, I seen you playing around with a boy. I got a video. And I can just, boom, I'ma just screenshot it and I'ma blur it and I'ma just show you, you know what that screenshot and the blur, you know what's on that motherfucker. Let me show everybody this, like, damn, this dude kind of look like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no murder. It ain't no mystery about a murder. If you got a murder on this video that's in front of his house, there's a camera above the screen, and Mr. Reese telling the world I was tricked, all because he told everybody I agree with the camera in the upper. It took the heat off of him. And then she wanna put it back on him? No, you don't get no. Now you lose cool points for that. You lose cool points for that. And make it so bad, these goddamn YouTubers, bro, was actually showing a murder video, calling them screenshots.
Y'all, listen. Look at these screenshots. Shout out to Candace Starr. Shout out to Brad Farhall. They done found some shit, man. And I'm telling y'all, this girl was in the kitchen. These screenshots are from the kitchen, man.
Told you. Since them screenshots from the kitchen, and look at the positioning. Something going on right here. It's too bright. Something on the ground. Here. They look like somebody is on top of somebody. It look like somebody on top of somebody's back and trying to choke somebody. Or sitting on top of that person, choking them out. Hold on, y'all. My microphone up. Now look. If you look at this body language, you know this not Monifa. Cause Monifa got on all black. Whoever this is got on a little like some brown pants or something. This look like somebody got some brown pants on, sitting on top of somebody, choking them out. That's what it looked like to me. And if you look at the legs, them ain't no man legs, I know that much. Or this could be a blurry effect. Like, they could have put a blurry effect right here. Cause if you really look at, like somebody could be sitting on top, but once you go down here, Boom. So this would be a blurry effect to cover this out. Then, once you start looking at it, but I know it matched this kitchen.
That exit.
Same kitchen.
Right.
This guy. You know, like
See
this
that?
closed. It don't like the restaurants don't be open. It's the weekend.
It
So
matched
like,
this
it was nighttime,
kitchen.
and then it was closed.
And it's always wet in there.
So walking back there, you get like a creepy little sense of vibe. Even the toughest guy, you gonna get like you're not finna just wander off into these people hotel. That's off limits.
Same
Like,
goddamn kitchen,
like,
bro. And then Peas admitted they was down here. Yeah, man, let me get on up about this jump, man. Trey ain't love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe, and man, you make sure y'all hit the share button and the like button on your way out. Cause these people here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, look at the look what they look like. What that look like? Look like a wrestling, some type of wrestling move to me. It look like one of those WWF moves. Don't you know, like you on your hands and your knees and somebody on your back, then he got the man, you know what I'm saying, pulling your neck back or some shit. Yeah, what they call like the shot. Nah, I need to go to one of those wrestling matches. You know how like they'll jump on your back like riding a horse, and he'll have you cuffed by the chin and pulling your head back. Yeah, called the Boston Crab. That's how I won my first fight. Shit, I ain't know that move was this till that nigga punched me about 100 times. Man, that man whooped me for 10 rounds. Man lost all 10 rounds, goddammit. And got him at the full Boston Crab, made that boy tap out. Yeah, I won the fight, but I got my ass beat doing it though. Like, damn, you know what I'm talking about? See, that earned me a nickname, goddamn. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, don't get me started. Don't get me started, cause you know WWF fucked my mind up when I was a child, cause I was a wrestling fan. I thought when I was in a school fight, my first school fight, I thought you could look a nigga dead in the eyes, breathe hard and shit, flick your hair back, cause you know my hair was long back then. You know what I'm talking about? I got Indian in my family. So you know I had to brush that shit back and turn around, and I was expecting the crowd like, oh shit, and pump me up. So he started pointing his finger in my face, so I turned back at the crowd again. And be like, y'all want to see this shit? They like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I'm walking around that motherfucker like, yeah. Then I gave that nigga karate chop to the chest. Bow! I thought he supposed to turn back around and be like, and take it. And he gonna walk around the crowd like, yeah, I took it. Shit, soon as I hit that man on his chest, I got instantly a 3-piece. Wow, wow, wow. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. This shit ain't a part of the script, bro. We don't supposed to be doing this. You know, I'm handing my ass right there in front of everybody. Man, the nigga hit me so hard, my shoes came off like, damn. I'm getting my ass whooped and the nigga running out with my shoes. And there was some Bobos. They thought that was some Jordan, but that was them Jumpman jumps. You know what I'm talking about? I know they were mad. Them look. Just imagine walking home bare feet. Like, damn, man, you got your ass whooped. Where your shoes? And man, I can't find them. Man, they done stole your shoes. Then you done came out your coat and shit. They done took the coat, everything. Yeah, them the Mexican J's. You know what I'm saying? Get you a pair of those Mexican J's, those Chinese J's, you know what I'm talking about? Cause man, I swear them junk were real. Man, like, just imagine you went to school. Just imagine when you pull them junks out the shoebox, then you know that like, damn, them junks say, I know about Air Jordans, you know what I'm talking about? Them junks just got J's on them junks. Like, what? Jordan? Them J's. That's the name of the shoe. Them J's. I put them Johns on. I'm like, man, these Johns look swole on my foot. They don't look like the real J's that where the kid be wearing. You know what I'm talking about? I'm looking at the logo on that John. See, you know me, I'm a child. I don't know nothing about knockoffs. All I just know, I got them J's. You know what I'm talking about? And I can't wear this. I can't wait to spot these John and go to the school. Look, man, so happy to go to the school. You know when you put on your brand new pair of shoes, you get that duck walk because you don't want to put a crease in them Johns. You know what I'm talking about? So look, you go in that mud, then the dude gonna point out, man, look at your shoe. Ah, that man got the junk man Johns. You like, nah, these Johns real. Then that's when you finna find out, like, damn, I got knockoffs. My parents lied to me and said them J's, you know what I'm talking about? The kids laughing, you know, then I'm like, damn, they even feel like Bobos now. No wonder why I'm walking bow-legged in these joints. Shit, I want them hoes, look, 3 days, them hoes, the soul's coming off that motherfucker. Like, wait a minute. Man, these joints are already crumbling. I ain't even had them a good month and they already look like work boots. Man, I just started working in them jobs. Like, yeah, can I cut your grass in these jobs? Like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. But I want to tell y'all my poor ass life story, you know what I'm talking about? Because I got some poor ass life stories. I used to go to school with 2 left shoes on. You know what I'm talking about? Hoping I don't get caught. That's why I was always fast on the goddamn basketball court, because I ain't want nobody to know I had 2 left shoes on. If you stay running, they ain't gonna notice, you know what I'm talking about? Man, my life was so poor when goddamn it, when I graduated high school, when I got my first job, goddamn it, I went on the interview still with my school shoes on. That's how poor I was. They couldn't do nothing but give me a job. They looked at my foot like, damn, man, this shit serious. Like, we gotta help you out. Man, look. I don't even want to talk about it because I break down every time when I look at my shoe game. Like, my God, I can't believe that happened to me. Like, I ain't lying. Man, just imagine I went on my date with school shoes on. Because I kept them whole clean. You know what I'm talking about? Get that toothbrush, get you some white shoe polish, you know what I'm saying? Some bleach, keep the shoestring cleaned in that joint, you know what I'm talking about? Them joints ain't even ice or white no more, them whole creamy. Yeah. And still, and still knocking me a female, you know what I'm saying, in no joint. Cause now I believe that's why they chose me, cause they felt sorry for me. I put those school shoes on, those jump men. Girl, I'm gonna give him a chance, cause it look like this nigga ain't never walked in nobody's life with these Johns. He must have been walking through hell. And she finna open up her heart, be like, I'm finna take Trey game in. I'm gonna get you some new shoes. And she bought me a pair of Jumpman. Talking about she didn't know. Same Jordan box coming that motherfucker. You know, I'm like, wait a minute. Then when you be like, man, there's them Jumpman, boo. These are the, then she gonna present that jump like, yeah, babe, I got you some Jordans. And throw that shoe box in yo, like you supposed to, like a kid with cookies and shit. You like, you like, no, baby, these jump men, she gonna feel like she been scammed or something. Like she didn't know. You know you went straight to the gas station. You done put about $7 in your tank and then you see no jump mans and be like, damn, let me sneak and buy these jumps for my boo. I'ma just tell them, and on these Jordan, I was thinking about them. Man, when I put them hoes on, man, I had gangrene like a motherfucker. Man, that junk broke all my foots. Man, I'm talking about, man, I got coins on these Johns. I'm like, man, I never put on these goddamn Chinese Jordans again. Man, them athletic foot the motherfucker. But yeah, gang, you get on up about this job. I just want to spill tea on the Kenneka Jenkins case and bring in Happy New Year, you know what I'm saying, to y'all. Until then, you know what I'm saying, I go live tomorrow and go on to spill some more of this tea, because guess what? We got them all down there in the kitchen, goddamn. Bye, y'all. And I'm out. Yeah, I got those diabetic foots. Shit, man, if I wear some sandals out here, you be like, God damn. You need to see Doc and Frankenstein. So you must got some goddamn 4 stages of diabetes. I'm talking about, man, my foot look like those Usher boy ladies. Y'all know Miss Pearl now. Sunday every morning, the Usher lady. You see how big her ankles is, goddamn. I'm like, damn, she got some big swole junk. Like, damn, them junk look like they about to pop. Then she squeezed them junkies in a size 4. Like, come on now. I know you got some big ass feet, but why you trying to keep this little bit ass shoe size game going on like it's cute? That's why I don't go to church no more. Everybody in there scamming each other. They trying to outdress each other. You got ushers trying to outdress other ushers on the board. You know what I'm talking about? And some of them be rude. Cause I ain't like one time when I went to church, this lady had some olive oil. You supposed to put a dot on my head now. You know, they be like, she be like, yeah, I gotta put a little oil on. Then she was like, yeah, let me see your hands and start oiling my hands up and shit. And then when she looked, she must forgot she was at church. And she was like, damn, you needed your body ash. And let me oil you up right quick. God don't like his kids ash. And she got a whole bottle of P. Diddy oil. I'm like, wait a minute, Miss Pearl, you know, so just hold on, sit tight, and let me oil you up in the name of God. Now I'm in a little secret ass room getting oiled up by Miss Pearl. Don't know what's going on. Like, damn, I guess it's for Jesus. That's right, baby. It's for Jesus. Then I knew it was something wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because when they got to the chest department, like, damn, you kind of massaging it in there? Yeah, I got to massage it all in there. To keep those spirits away, you know, keep those demons away. All right, let me get your thighs. I'm like, oh shit now, you know what I'm talking about? I'm sitting up there, that payah still got a mind this on. That motherfucker, man, I ain't never seen that John grow like the green thought, like damn. Hold on, Miss Pearl, I got to get out of here. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Nah, where you going? I'm like, nah, I'm down with, because I can't break the news like I'm getting excited. The payah stick, I don't want you to see that payah stick. That's why she on them inner thighs, keep holding your ass down. Yeah, let me get right up in her, getting in that gooch part. Like, oh, dog. Everybody looking for Miss Pearl and Trey Gang. Nowhere to be found. We in a secret ass dungeon. Or me come about that, John. I've been baptized, blessed, and everything. Like, oh my God. Girl, I ain't even went to church. I ain't even go back to that same church no more. But she ain't even do it right. If she would have did it right, I would have been a faithful servant. I'm like, nah, I'm straight, boo. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get on out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she ain't do it right. I had to get on about that motherfucker. You gonna waste my time. You gonna waste me and the Lord's time. Fuck you talking about? Hi, y'all, and I'm out, y'all.